The Iran war has raged with ferocity unknown before. For the first time in the history of mankind, this was a no-contact war with soldiers not killing each other, but missiles and drones hunting targets with precision. Then came a pause. A few unexpected days of silence, what some called a breathing space. President Trump spoke of back-channel negotiations with Iran. Markets steadied, headlines softened. But while the world was riveted in the Middle East, another conflict had unfolded during the war which went largely ignored. This conflict, though not involving Iran, yet was born from that same fire. To understand this war on the sidelines, we need to go back a year. In 2025, Saudi Arabia and Pakistan signed what seemed like a routine strategic agreement, a mutual protection pact. On paper, it resembled NATO. If one nation was attacked, the other would come to its defense. But beneath the signatures lay very different expectations. For Saudi Arabia, the message was clear. If a regional adversary, particularly Israel or Iran, struck, Pakistan's military would stand beside them. For Pakistan, the calculation was entirely different. The agreement was seen through the lens of its long-standing rivalry with India, a potential guarantee of Saudi support in a future South Asian conflict. Same agreement, two completely different interpretations. And like many such arrangements in geopolitics, it worked perfectly until it was tested. That test came when Iran launched strikes on Saudi and Gulf infrastructure. Suddenly, the pact wasn't theoretical anymore. Riyadh expected Islamabad to act, but Pakistan hesitated. Attacking Iran was not a simple decision. Iran was not just another country, it was a neighbor, a regional power, and home to deep sectarian sensitivities that echoed within Pakistan's own borders. Fulfilling the pact could mean igniting internal unrest and opening a dangerous new front. Pakistan found itself cornered. It had made a promise it could not easily keep. And that's when the story took a turn, one that was calculated as it was disturbing. To the west of Pakistan lies Afghanistan under Taliban rule. Relations between the two had been tense for months. Border clashes, accusations, mistrust, nothing unusual in that region. Yet in the recent weeks, an uneasy calm had settled. Until suddenly, without warning, Pakistan launched a series of heavy military strikes into Afghan territory. There was no provocation, no immediate trigger, and Afghanistan, lacking a conventional army or air force, was not in a position to respond in kind. The attacks escalated quickly. And then came the moment that shocked even seasoned observers. A hospital caring drug addicts in Kabul was bombed. Hundreds were killed, civilians, patients, the vulnerable. The brutality raised a question that few dared to ask openly. Why? The answer, many believe, lies not in Kabul, but in Riyadh. The strike, it seemed, was not about Afghanistan at all. They were a signal, a performance. By opening a new front, Pakistan created a narrative. Its military was already engaged, already stretched, already unable to intervene elsewhere. In effect, Afghanistan became a smokescreen, a tragic diversion to justify inaction against Iran. But geopolitics is rarely so easily manipulated. Saudi Arabia saw through it. The leadership in Riyadh understood that what was unfolding, this was not a strategy, it was avoidance. And the implications were serious. A mutual defense pact, once celebrated, was now under strain. Trust has been tested and found wanting. For Pakistan, the temporary pause in the Iran war brought relief. Time, at least for now, was on its side. But the unease remains. Because in Saudi Arabia, there were indications that patience was wearing thin. The Crown Prince appeared in no rush to de-escalate tensions with Iran. If anything, there were signs he preferred of continued pressure by the US on Iran. And that meant the question wasn't going away. Sooner or later, Pakistan might be asked again, will you honor your commitment? What we are witnessing is more than just a series of isolated conflicts. It's a reminder of how modern geopolitics operates, through layered strategies, hidden motives, and unintended consequences. Whether agreements like the Saudi-Pakistan Pact can survive the harsh realities of power politics, or whether they were always destined to fracture under the weight of their own contradictions.